Hi there everybody, and welcome to another video. In today's video I have this BMW X3. This is a 2006 model, so quite an older model now. And I was just driving it out, and it was kind of jathering a little bit, and I thought, oh dear, something wrong with the transmission, because it was kind of jathering on first gear, but then it was okay as you went along. But couple of minutes after, the engine light came on, and that was kind of satisfying. It was a bit of a relief, because I thought, okay, this jathering is not transmission related, but it's probably spark plugs or something like coil packs, some electrical situation. So now I stopped the car and I can actually hear it misfiring a little bit when I rev it. You might be able to hear that. So there we are. I'll be following, I'll be checking the computer for any fault codes, and then we'll take it from there, see which cylinder is misfiring. So I switch off the car, switch the car on again. Car's running perfectly, engine light is gone. That just happened all automatically. So I think I need to, well, I'm gonna plug in the OBD computer anyway to see which cylinder was causing that issue, because it might be that it needs a spark plug or a coil pack. It's gonna be, I think it's gonna be something simple like that. But this is the 2.5 engine, so it's got the 6 cylinders, which is okay. I love this car. I love the engine on this car. Actually, it's really good. So let's check the OBD. Okay, so I'm just checking the fault codes here. I have this combustion misfire, cylinder number 6, so that would be the one right at the back. And I want to see if, what type of coil packs this takes. I may have a spare one, but the misfire is getting a little bit worse, so definitely need to sort it, otherwise I can't really go home. There are other faults here. One is, they're not related to this. This is a front left parking sensor that I need to do at some point. Probably make a video to show you guys if that changing the sensor solves the problem. And then I have some truck protection for power window, rear passenger side. These just silly things that I'm not too bothered about, because there's nothing really wrong with the car as such. Okay, so let's tackle that cylinder number 6 there. So we have to remove this cover, and we have these 5mm, I think they are 5mm bolts there, Torx, and probably some at the back, but I don't quite remember. It looks like there is one at the back. So let's remove those and see if we can get to that cylinder number 6 just by lifting this cover, or we may have to remove a little bit of that there, but we may just have enough room to go in through here. Okay, I've undone these little screws. These are not tight at all. They come out very easily. They're like tightened to something like 6 Newton meters or something. Even this one, I managed to get in there. So then technically this cover should come up. Right, ignore trying to remove that until you remove the 4th screw that's holding the cover, just back there. I've got the tool on it. I just didn't see it, so, but now I did. So it is there, and also you can reach from here. The idea is not to drop it, Okay, so now hopefully this should come out. So I think looks like it looks like we may have to remove a few things here, but so otherwise it'll be a bit hard to. Okay. Right. It's got such a low front here that it sort of gets caught on this bit here. Anyway, all right, so this is the type of coil packs this car has, the type that you just you pull that up and take the connection out and then remove the coil. And I can see one has been changed there already, number 3, and we're looking at number 6, which is right at the back there. And I think I do have some of these, so I'm gonna go and get one. We'll change it and see if that cures the misfire. At the moment it's still, car still misfiring, so let's do that. You could start the car. I'm just going to show you. And the thing is that every time you switch it off and you restart it, it sounds fine, but a few minutes later, or when you put load in it, so when you put drive, then the misfire gets bad. So at the moment it's actually fine, no issues. Okay, there was a miss there, and another one. There's a couple of misses there, but I'm sure if I put drive, the only thing is I can't show you if I put drive. So there is a few misses there. At the moment it's behaving okay. Funny enough. I'm just releasing the throttle and you can see what it's doing. Okay, now it's misfiring. Now it's getting better. And I double checked the fault codes by doing that twice, and in the 2 times the cylinder number 6 came up. So let's change that. Okay, so the way to remove these, because it might be difficult to show with the one at the back, but I normally get a screwdriver, put it in there and lift that cover. Sometimes it clicks, like you can hear it, and then pull that up and the connection comes out. So the reason I'm removing this one is because I just want to check the connection in here to see the type of some of these are slightly different. If you look at the bottom there, if you look down there, there's that little bit there. In this case, for the car, it looks like it needs to be in the center. So, and the other way I actually remove these, sometimes I use the help of a screwdriver to pull that up, because it can be hard to pull it with your finger. So normally I would get something like this and pull it up, or do it this way really, if I can get my screwdriver in there. Obviously try not to damage anything, but it's easier to do it that way. So if you look at this one in comparison to that one there, you can see that little bit there that I'm talking about is in the middle, and this one is on the right hand side, which means I wouldn't be able to use this, but I might be able to cut it and then fit it, but I don't really want to do that. But I may have to for the testing purposes. And in fact, I may actually move this coil to number 4 and take out number 4 from the back and bring the fault to the front so I can work a little bit easier here in the front. That's assuming that this is faulty. And the reason, the reason I'm assuming that at the moment is because this car is quite low mileage. It's got 40,000 miles or so, so I'm not suspecting spark plugs. So the spark plugs are just sitting in there. Now, one way of testing what you're doing is you could just swap. So you could put that in number 6 and number 6 in number 1. Start the car. You will have a misfire. If the misfire moves on your computer, on your OBD, if the misfire moves to the front, to cylinder number 1, then you know you have a faulty coil pack. If the misfire doesn't move from place and it remains at number 6, then you may have a faulty spark plug that is causing the misfire. So at the moment, I'm just I'm going to do that, but I just want to replace the coil because I'm really suspecting that the coil is at fault here. So I'll take number 4 out. You can see how I took it out. It might be a little bit harder to do with number 6 and the screwdriver and whatnot because it's right at the back. But I'll find a way and move the fault to number 1. Okay, it appears I don't have another one with a center pin, so I'm just gonna go ahead and cut that one. Gonna cut it there, at least for today, for the purpose of the video, and sort of I need to get the car running so I can go home. I'm going to do that. I'm just wondering if they have the pin slightly in a different position, whether they have a slightly different rating. So the fitting is the same. This will fit, that will fit in there, but it's just a little pin in there that makes the difference. So I'll cut it, and until I get another one, I'm gonna have to rely on that. Okay, I've cut that bit there, so the plug should go in there. So now we can sort of get the connection in there. What you want to make sure is that the cable, the connection here, is going all the way in, because if it doesn't, like in this case, it's sitting out a little bit, it might just be okay. You can see it's sitting out a bit, it's not in like that. So I might need to cut a little bit more, but the reason you need to make sure it's sitting in because if the 3 pins in here are not touching this, then you will get a misfire. So that will be the kind of misfire that is just an error from a connection. So you want to avoid that kind of thing. But I think that will be just about right. So at least for now, until I get one, let me get this car running and see if the misfire in cylinder number 6 is fixed. Right, car starting nicely, running fairly smoothly at the minute. So this is what we had before, and obviously at the moment I'm going to clear those faults. And then we'll recheck the system. In the meantime, it gives it a little bit of time to warm up, and then once the revs go down, the misfire was getting worse. So anyway, I'll run smart detection, so it's going to check for misfires and whatnot. But while it's doing that, and that's the one. Okay, so far it's green, Before it was kind of missing if I added a little bit of load. So there's nothing there. So this kind of misfire, that was a fairly simple misfire going on there. The type that is easy to solve. It's not major. This car, 2006, those coil packs and or spark plugs are very common. So that's more or less why I already knew what to do without having to do any further investigation as such. Because if you have a misfire as well, the misfire could be coming from the injection side of things. So you have 6 injectors and they can also go faulty and they can cause a misfire. But coil packs and spark plugs are so common on this model that that's pretty much how I sort of knew what to do first. But again, you can just all you need to do is swap one coil with another, and if the misfire moves, then you know it's your coil packs. If it doesn't move, it's either your spark plug or a fuel injector. And then again, you can change the spark plugs or change one of the spark plugs. If this misfire continues, then you move on to the fuel injection side of things. But in this case scenario, what I have here is now just those two. So one is my parking sensor and the other one is whatever that is. So I hope the video helps if you're trying to diagnose a simple misfire like this one. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. So thank you for watching.